15 years of experience in assisting PIP claimants to help you win your PIP claim. This video aims to assist you in addressing questions related to driving during your personal independence payment assessment. The video is divided into 3 stages. Stage 1 highlights some potential pitfalls that are associated with assessment questions about driving. Stage 2 offers some practical guidance on how claimants can answer these questions. Stage 3 includes 2 notes of caution that I think you should be aware of. In recent years, it has become increasingly common for assessors to ask claimants about their driving habits. It's no surprise that claimants, mindful of the ramifications of their answers, find these questions unnerving. To be fair, those fears are not without foundation. There have been reports that assessors, in some cases, have used the claimant's answers as a reason for not awarding points under the PIP descriptors. Here are some examples of the claims that assessors have made. The claimant reports an ability to get into and out of their car independently. Thus, whilst it is acknowledged that the claimant experiences some difficulty with joint pain, the evidence suggests that it can be managed. This points to a capacity to perform other daily functions as well. Therefore, no points can be awarded under the relevant descriptors for self-care and mobility. 0 points. Before we turn to the solution, and there is one, let's look at some more examples of the problem. The claimant drives and is able to grip the steering wheel, so it seems unlikely that their problems with dexterity reach the level required to be awarded points under the descriptors.
Oh, come on!
Driving requires a significant degree of cognitive ability. This would suggest that the claimant is able to manage their mental health issues adequately. So how do you combat questions about driving at your assessment? When you're answering questions about driving at your assessment, you need to detail the adaptive measures that you take to make driving with a disability feasible. Here are some examples to get you thinking. I have car door support handles to help me get in and out of my car easily. I use a rotating car seat swivel cushion so that I can get out of the car without damaging myself. I use a steering wheel cover to make it more comfortable for me to grip. Don't forget other types of adaptations. My car is an automatic, so I don't need to manage gearing. I have a blue badge to make it easier for me. My car is insured for any driver, so other people can take me to places if I don't feel up to it. Here are some examples for mental health claimants. My mental health issues mean that I can only drive if someone else is in the car with me. My inability to mix with other people means that the car feels safer because there are no strangers around. I need to talk through any journeys beforehand with my partner, helper, experienced friend. They are used to helping me and understand my needs. You should also tell the assessor about any problems that you experience with driving. If there are no available parking spaces near the door, I have to drive on without stopping. I cannot drive for long because I get uncomfortable. I never drive outside my local area. I need to have a sleep before I drive to make sure that I am alert. I feel very tired when I get home. There are days when I just don't feel up to driving, so I don't use the car then. Overall then, you should explain the problems that you encounter when you're driving and the strategies that you have adopted to overcome those problems. This makes it much more difficult for the assessor to claim that your ability to drive translates directly to your ability to perform other daily living tasks. Therefore, you are less likely to lose points under the daily living descriptors. There are two important notes of caution that claimants should be aware of. The first of these pertains to the particular descriptor concerned with planning and following journeys. The thing is that whilst explaining the adaptations you have made works for most of the descriptors, it's difficult for claimants to successfully claim that they cannot navigate a route to familiar or unfamiliar places, but they can steer a car to a particular destination. Claimants relying on this descriptor should think carefully. For those claimants considering the use of technology, there is good news and bad news. The upper tribunal have confirmed that a sat-nav is not an orientation aid, unless it is specially designed or modified for the disabled. So, worth a try and good luck. A second point to note is that in some very rare instances, assessors have reported claimants that are medically unfit to drive to the DVLA. In those circumstances, the claimant could potentially lose their driving licence. That concludes the video. I wish all of you the very, very best for your PIP assessment.